to meet the men from the ministry. We present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of Whitehall. Those men who ensure that if your ship ever does come in, it's promptly docked by the government. In the General Assistance Department, each item in the morning's newspaper is keenly studied. Of particular interest are the latest developments in foreign affairs.
Princess Soribunda jokes on the Riviera with her new escort, international playboy Carl Bobo Ripitoff. Oh, Bobo says there is no truth in the rumor that we are just good friends. The princess has everything a man could ask for, and I intend to ask for it. Oh, saucy devil. Yes, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Oh, bring in those letters for signature, will you, Mildred?
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Here are the letters, sir.
Oh, think about it now. Let me see.
You know, I cannot get the hang of our new dictating machine. You have to plug this thing in your ear.
Now, what's this one? Dear Sir, Sha-la-la-do-wa-diddy-diddy.
Oh, I must have plugged in my transistor by mistake.
Well, I'm not signing that. And look at this, Mildred. Look at this. A circular for our MPs beginning, Dear Sir, or Madman.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, and another thing, Mildred. Just because Mr. Lamb isn't here to keep an eye on things, you sit around painting your fingernails all day. When I ask you to bring in a file, I don't expect it brought in between your teeth.
No, sir.
Yes, well, just watch it, Mildred. Now, where's my letter to the client? Ah, here we are, yes. Well, I wish to protest in the strongest possible terms. Yours faithfully. Where's the rest of it?
Well, that's all you dictated, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Ah, yes, so it was. Yes, I remember now. Couldn't think of anything to protest about this week.
Of course, you covered a lot of ground before.
Oh, my word, yes, Mildred, yes. Already this year I've done diesel fuel, Gibraltar, no nourishment in the bread, all pretty strong objections.
Oh, we do have a different world if everyone was as objectionable as you. You know, I'm sure the Times think of you as one of London's leading correspondents. With that name you use, Bony Publican.
Bony Publican? It's pro bono publico, Mildred. It means for the public good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now, have you checked today's mail yet?
Yes, sir.
You sorted it into urgent, top secret, important and confidential communications, have you?
No, sir. There was only one.
And what was that?
Well, it was a picture postcard from Mr. Lamb at Ballroom-on-Sea. Sort of khaki colour it is. Public slipper barbs and groin. Looking wet.
Funny time for a seaside holiday. Why'd you go at this time of the year?
Well, I think it's because you'd earmarked April to October for yourself.
Ah, yes, possibly.
Shall I read out his postcard?
Yes, if you must, yes.
Well, dear all, further to my postcard of the 26th inst, having a wonderful time and getting quite brown, though they tell me it's not always as muddy as this. Your obedient servant, R. Lamb.
Well. Mortimer, you say?
Yes, sir. Oh, he makes it sound like a proper Jew in less teens.
Yes, quite so.
No, I'll bet he's having a bit of the old Dolce Vita down there with some birds.
This is the old Dolce Vita. What an extraordinary phrase, Mildred. Yes, and knowing Mr. Lamb, highly unlikely.
It's no use discussing. This thing's bigger than both of us. I can't get over it.
Can't get over what, Mr. Lamb?
This heap of smelly old sandbags.
Oh, then you'll just have to climb round it. It's monstrous, of course, all these fortifications still on our beach, 20 years after the war.
This should be a good place to add to my shell collection.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Lamb.
When we get back to the hotel, I must show you my muffle. Some of them are quite unusual.
I shall look forward to that.
Oh, it's grand to throw out one's chest. This tea does something for you. It's
Gracie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll button up my jacket.
These clips must take you back to your wartime experiences, Mr. Lamb.
Wartime experiences?
You remember, you were telling me last night.
Oh.
The Normandy beaches, when Montgomery asked for your advice.
Yes. You mean those wartime experiences?
What a war you had. First man across the Rhine.
It may have been the second. It was rather dark at the time.
And the time you dismantled that unexploded bomb with nothing but a nail file.
Yes. Well, it was rather strong shandy we drank last night.
Now, don't change the subject, you modest man.
Anyway, you did your bit on the home front.
Oh, yes. Balaclava helmets for the troops, warm woolly mittens, treble thick pullovers. I hope it eased their life in the western desert.
I'm sure it did.
Even today, I've plenty of good causes, Mr. Lamb. The Sailors' Entertainment Club and the Wayward Girls' Holiday Home. We try to keep the two entirely separate, of course. And the Pier Restoration Campaign.
The Pier Restoration Campaign?
Yes, our old pier was swept away in the gales. They had to launch the lifeboat to rescue the vicar.
Oh. The vicar, did they?
Fortunately, he was still clinging to a What the Butler Saw machine.
Hello, it looks as if we can't walk any further. There's a barbed wire entanglement across the beach.
Halt! Who goes there?
What?
Halt! Or I throw stones at you!
Oh, it's that fellow Crumpet. He was in the Home Guard, you know. They told him to defend this beach during the war, and he's still at it.
Now be off with you before I fetch me pay.
But this is a public beach, my good man. As citizens, we're entitled to walk on this beach, and I'm going to put my foot down.
All right, well, mind where you put it, that's all. There's a mine buried somewhere here.
You can't stop me crossing this beach. Oh, a mine. On the other hand, you can't stop me turning around and going back either.
That's telling him, Mr. Lamb. Let's go.
All right, go on then, go on. And watch your step.
You stood up to him very well.
Oh, he didn't frighten me with his talk of the mine. It takes more than...
Oh, dear. You've stubbed your toe on a petrol tin.
A petrol tin. Of course, yes.
What a pity your holiday's almost over.
Yes, still, they'll be glad to see me back at the office. They get in a terrible mess when I'm not there. Morning, Mildred.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Lamb. Did you have a nice holiday?
Yes, thank you. You've been rather busy, though, eh? Coping with all my work as well.
Oh, no, I did it every morning in my coffee break.
Well, here you are, Mildred. A present from Boreham-on-Sea.
Oh, Mr. Lamb, you shouldn't have. Oh, that's what I've always... Oh, yes. It's lovely. What is it exactly?
It's a miniature back scratcher and toast rack combined.
Oh. Well, that'll be useful. If ever I get itchy at breakfast.
And on the back there's a Boreham-on-Sea pixie saying, "Come ye back to Boreham, me darling, made in Hong Kong."
Oh, well, thanks ever so.
Oh, it is nice to be back in the office. Nothing's changed, I see. Wait a minute. Who's moved the hat rack?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. L.B., I suppose.
Or the cleaning woman, more likely. I'll change it back now. The hat rack's always been in this corner, and the fire bucket's always been in that one. There, that's better.
Oh, morning, Mildred.
Morning, sir.
Oh, morning, Joe. You're back then.
You've noticed. Morning, Ron.
Now, what's this, Joe? Been practicing, you know, while you've been away. I take my bowler hat, sir, and with one flick of the wrist... Oh, the devil put the fire bucket there. Oh, that wretched cleaning woman, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt, yes.
Devil. Find some way to dry out this hat, Mildred, will you?
Righty-ho, sir. I'll put it over the teapot.
I brought you back this little present once.
Oh, present, Joe?
Yes.
Oh, how kind of you. Well, now, let me see. What have we got here? It's, oh. Yes, it's one of those, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I thought it was, yes.
Yes, you don't often see a combined letter opener and toenail cutter.
No, indeed you don't. Well, thank you very much, too. If I ever feel the urge to cut my toenails while I'm opening my letters, you'll be the one who made it possible.
I was going to get to a China beef eater with a barometer in his tummy. Then I changed my mind.
Good. And you enjoyed your holiday, did you, Barnum?
It was marvelous. I stayed at a little boarding house run by a Miss Bunting.
Really?
Yes, it was quite near the beach. And Bunty and I used to... that's Miss Bunting, yes. We got quite friendly during my stay. She invited me up and showed me her knickknacks.
Very jolly.
There was only one little incident that spoiled things.
Oh, yes. You didn't drink your suntan oil again, did you?
No, this was rather unusual. We were collecting seashells on the beach, and we found one bit all covered with barbed wire and tank traps. And this rude fellow appeared. So I gave him a jolly good telling off, and we went back to the boarding house, and, it was almost annoying.
I can well imagine, too. Barbed wire, fortified beaches, all this time after the war. It's absolutely disgraceful.
I say, silly on, man.
Oh, I shall take this up with the highest authorities.
Oh, you don't mean?
Oh, yes, indeed. I shall write a stiff letter to the Times immediately.
On a piece of cardboard.
Don't drivel, too. This is important. Now. First, it has come to my attention that the public beach at Bournemont-Tree is still littered with the debris of the last war. Sandbags, barbed wire.
The public from using this beach. I demand that those responsible be named and a full inquiry into this disgraceful business be held forthwith. Are you name, etc., pro bono publico? Oh, didn't you write lovely?
Oh, and fancy the Times printing it so quickly. It's only 3 days since he wrote it.
Morning, too.
Morning, one.
I'll get it right this morning. One bowler hat, one flick of the wrist, and... Who put the fire bucket there?
I changed the back one. I thought you preferred the hat rack over there, and I saw your letter to the Times.
I'll dry it out, sir. I've got the teapot ready.
So you've seen the letter, have you, sir? Good. Wasn't it?
Yes, and they printed it so quickly.
Oh, yes, well, when they get a letter from pro bono publico, they know it's important. You'll remember I started that row over long-haired groups on television.
Yes. And then someone pointed out that the long-haired group you'd been seeing was the Cheltenham Ladies Choral Society.
Well, never mind that now. Look, this beach business is disgraceful, you know, and those responsible should be exposed.
Well, your letter should do the trick, one. Someone somewhere should get it in the net today.
General Assistant Department, Linux Brown, speaking.
Detective here.
Oh, it's the permanent undersecretary, too. Straight aside. Hello, Sir Gregory. Very nice to hear from you all.
There's a public scandal blowing up. Complaints of some beach still closed 20 years after the war. Litter in the Times today.
Oh, yes. Yes, pretty effective, I thought.
The minister's furious. There's been a high-level inquiry this morning to find out exactly which department is responsible for that beach.
Ah, good. Yes. Have they found out who's responsible, Sir Gregory?
It's clearly an error on the part of one department.
Silly devils. Yes, which department is it?
Yours, Lenny Brown.
It's mine, Sir Gregory?
Yes, yours. The General Assistance Department was instructed last year to see that all British beaches had been properly cleared.
Oh.
Yes, you initialed the memo and never got it.
Well, look, of course, you see, we've had a lot on our plate.
Now, we all have a lot on our plate, right? But he doesn't care, does he, that interfering swine who read to the Times?
The interfering swine,
Blasted nosy Parker, whoever he is. Hides behind the pen name, the cardless devil, pro bono publico.
Oh, yes, the pen name. Thank God. I mean, dear.
Don't stand about clucking, Linux Brown.
Clucking, yes.
You and Lamb get down to Borum straight away and get that beach clear. And do it tactfully. I want no more publicity, understand? No more publicity.
Gosh me, what a strange journey that was, too. The restaurant car didn't even have a menu.
Still, we only had to study the tablecloth.
And that dirty old compartment, oh, dear me. Did you notice the sign on the window? No moking. I wonder what that meant.
Well, whatever it was, I'm sure we weren't doing it. What do you think of Fordham Beach?
Ghastly. Absolutely ghastly. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Great stretches of mud everywhere. Oh, you've got it all in your turnups.
Well, normally a person wouldn't sink in that far. It's just your extra weight on my back.
Yes, well, all right, don't worry. You can put me down now. We're on the firm bit.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
This is the place we're looking for. Just around the sand dunes.
Oh, good gracious me. Barbed wire, tank traps, trenches. Wait a minute. What's that notice over there saying?
Trespassers will be shot, impaled, blown up, and have their beach balls confiscated.
Signed Emmanuel Crumpet, Private Home Guard, acting.
Who goes there?
It's us. It's we.
Oh, hello, Lord. It's you again. Oh, you look different in your bowler. Where's your paper ad that says, I'm sexy tonight?
Now, look, that'll do, my good fellow. Look, we're from the ministry. And my number 2 here tells me that you've never been officially relieved of your duty.
No, never been relieved. I ain't. No, terrible, sis. No, been in that pillbox I have. Poking me tight through that slit.
Very good of you. Yes.
Poking it through, watching with the binoculars for enemy shipping, or young couples in the sand dunes, eh?
Yes.
Sand dunes.
Yes, I understand what you mean. Yes. Well, now, look, that's all over now.
Well, isn't that good?
All over. This official document here, splendid.
You mean I've been immobilized?
Yes. And we want all this barbed wire and stuff clear away.
Well, I don't know about that. You can get rid of me, all right, but it ain't my job to cart all this stuff away. Oh, no.
Come now, think of the healthy exercise, the fresh air.
I ain't shifting it in that flat. Nothing would make me do it.
£5.
I'll do it.
Good. Right, now then, we'd better get along to that boarding house of yours, if you think you can put us up.
Oh, Bunty will do anything for me.
How nice to see you again so soon, Mr. Lamb. So this is your Mr. Lennox Brown, eh?
That's right, madam. Yes, I'm Lennox Brown.
Oh, Mr. Lamb often spoke of you during his stay here.
Yes.
How long have you been his personal assistant?
Not long. Not long at all. Not long, is it, too?
Do have another biscuit, one.
Of course, you know, he has other assistants as well. Don't you, too? Sir Gregory Pitkin, for instance.
Who? Oh, Pitkin. He's the tea boy, yes. Mr. Lamb mentioned him.
Really?
I didn't. It's not very.
Tell me, Mr. Lennox Brown, do you still slip out in the afternoons to see those naughty films? You see, Mr. Lamb told me all about you.
Oh, he did he?
I'll just go and make a fresh pot of tea.
No, don't, please. There's plenty left. There's some in my cup you can have. Oh, dear, she's gone.
Now then, too.
I can explain it all, one. It's a misunderstanding, honestly.
Excuse me, sir. The front door was open, and I thought I'd let you know as me and my mates is nearly finished clearing the beach.
Oh, yes, well, that's splendid. Thank you very much, yes. I'll speak to you later, too.
Yes, one.
Yes.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, we've shifted the barbed wire and all that stuff, you know.
Excellent, yes.
But we're not touching that dirty big mine.
No, well, I mean, that seems to be quite the right... What? A mine on the beach?
Oh, a big black thing with old spikes sticking out of it, you know. Washed ashore last year it was during a gale.
Why didn't you inform the appropriate government department?
Oh, we did, sir. We did. Aye, but nothing happened.
Stay out of this, too, will you, please? My dear fellow, I mean a mine. Good gracious me, I mean that makes things rather difficult.
Not for me, my dear. I'm having nothing to do with it. Oh, no. Good day to you.
I'd better call the bomb disposal people.
No, we can't do that, too. Call them in and there'll be publicity. People will find out you were responsible for this mess in the first place.
Here we are.
Oh.
I brought in some of my rock cakes. Do take your pick.
Well, I'm afraid we haven't time, madam. We've just been told that there's a mine on the beach.
Oh, yes, that's mine. The government people were told, but the fools did nothing about it. It's a pity they're not all like your department, Mr. Lamb.
Yes, that's to say, I like that seagull on your mantelpiece. Did you stuff it yourself?
Oh, stop dribbling, too. We've got to dispose of this mine.
What luck that we have Mr. Lamb with us.
Yes, eh?
He's terribly modest, you know, Mr. Lennox Brown. Has he told you of his wartime experiences? Danger is his middle name.
According to our records, his middle name is Valentino.
He was closely connected with bomb disposal during the war, weren't you, Mr. Lamb? You remember? You told me when you were here before.
Did I? Oh.
Of course you did.
Oh.
Lionheart Lamb, they used to call him. He once defused a 1,000-pound bomb with a nail file.
Oh, this is good news, too, isn't it? Oh, then you're just the man to defuse that mine on the beach. Rather a lot of fun.
Perhaps we should be getting back to London. I think I left a light on in the office.
After a 1,000-pound bomb, this mine should be child's play.
But, one, there's a bit of misunderstanding.
Well, you're not going to say that what you told Miss Bunting wasn't true.
No, but...
No, good, then you'll do it, eh?
Bravo, Mr. Lamb. The community will be proud of you.
Miss Bunting...
You don't deny that we couldn't expect you not to refuse.
Yes.
Splendid. That's simple then. Yes. Jolly good of you to volunteer. Jolly good. There we are, too. Naturally, I shall be sharing the danger with you. I shall be just over here, behind this wall of sandbags.
Look here, man, I don't like it.
Oh, no arguments, my boy. This tin hat should help to reduce the danger. Pity we couldn't find one for you as well.
Well, honestly, I don't think that...
Steady, too, steady. Your hand's shaking with excitement, isn't it? Now, just pop your head round the sandbags. You can see your mine quite clearly. There's a big round thing. The hall. Sticking out of it. All over the place. Half buried in the sand. Rather like you are. Go on, have a look.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Oh, by the way, I sent that fellow Crumpet to the local library. He's bringing some books on mine disposal in case you've forgotten any details.
Oh.
I've seen the mine, have you? Yes. Quite a big chap, isn't it?
Big? It's enormous. It's huge and evil.
Oh, come. You're blowing it up out of all proportion.
Blowing it?
Oh, here comes Crumpet.
I got them boots you wanted. I got many, of course. They said there ain't much call for boots on taking mines to bits.
Let me see what books you've got there, Mr. Crumpet. Now, wait a minute. Here we have the Magnetic Mine for Beginners, Do's and Don'ts. Good, yes.
I think my malaria is coming on, Mum. The doctor said I should go straight to bed whenever I felt shaky.
Steady. Just look at these books that Mr. Crumpet brought. Now, here you are, you see. Teach yourself mine disposal. Excellent. Very good, that one. Mating Customs of the Mystic East. Mating Customs of the Mystic East.
Well, that's one I got for myself. I brought this as well, sir. Thought it might be useful.
Oh, the Sea Captain's Guide to Simple Ceremonies.
Oh, it's got the full service for burial at sea.
Perhaps it's my housemaid's knee that's playing me up. I feel terrible.
It's the waiting, of course. That's what it is. You heroes are happier getting on with it.
I don't think I can do it well.
Oh, nonsense, my boy. This book tells you everything you need. Yes, now, off you go. Yes, and don't forget, I'll be right behind you. In spirit.
Oh, look! There's Miss Bunting watching you from the promenade.
Yes, go on, too. Don't let the side down. For England, home, and Bunting.
Oh, very well, I suppose if I must. As I'm going, man, I've got a confession to make.
Oh, confession?
Yes. Every tea break for years, I've given you the top ginger biscuit from the packet. The one that's gone stale. There. I've cleared it out. I'll go now. Goodbye.
There goes a brave man.
Yes, not many people would have owned up to that biscuit business.
I can't watch.
Oh, neither can I. You must be halfway across the sand by now. Wriggling forward, towards the mine.
Aye.
Nearer and nearer.
Aye. He'd have just about reached it by now. He'd be running his trained eye over the mechanism.
And he'll reach out his hand and ask himself the vital question...
Anybody got a nail file?
Sue, what are you doing back here? What the devil do you want a nail file for?
My fingernails are filthy.
Two, are you trying to make us look foolish in front of all these locals? Now get out there and defuse that mine.
And another thing, Mum. I can't read this book you gave me. I left my reading glasses at home.
Oh, all right. Well, give it to me. Come on, give it to me now. Now, you get back to the mine, and I'll call out the instructions.
Yeah, I've got another confession to make.
Oh.
I was attached to a bomb disposal unit, but I only used to whitewash the spanners. I never even saw a bomb.
Yes, well, you're seeing one now. Yes, go on. Get over to that mine and get on with it. Oh, go on, Sue. Go on. Go on.
Oh,
go now.
Very well. Here I go.
That's it, Sue. Right, now keep down flat. Don't bang about. You don't want the mine to go off before you've even got there. Now, just in case it does, hold your bowler hat up in front of your face.
I'm there, one.
Oh, don't hang your brolly on the horn.
Sorry.
Now, I'll start reading from the book. Are you ready?
Yes, one.
Right. Mine disposal by Captain Waverley Grimdyke, deceased. Chapter 1. First, find yourself a magnetic mine.
Yes, I've done that.
Good. Now begin by carefully unbolting the magno-sensitized lapel plate.
The magnet... yes, it must be this thingamajig here. That's right.
But on no account turn the bolt in an anti-clockwise direction.
On no account turn the bolt... Oh!
Don't bury your head in the sand, Sue. I can't see what you're doing.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh, well, come on. Get on with it.
I've done it. I've taken off the plate.
Reach inside.
Yes.
Easy does it.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh, it's full of some sort of liquid.
Ah, I expect explosives melted. You're probably up to your elbow in nitroglycerine.
Good heavens.
Don't go flicking your fingers, will you?
I can feel something.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, this might be important. Describe it in detail.
It's a sort of disc, round and flat, about 1.25 inches across. There's another one. There are lots of them here.
Odd. Nothing about that in the book. Better bring them out and have a look at them.
Right. There. Good heavens.
Well, what do they look like, Sue? Are they dangerous?
Shouldn't think so, one. They're all pennies, halfpennies, and threepenny bits.
Pennies, halfpennies, and bits. Here, wait a minute. Let me have a closer look at that thing.
What do you make of it?
Oh, this is the real mine. It's one of those collecting boxings they set up on seaside promenades.
Good heavens, are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. It must have been dislodged by the storm or something. Wait a minute, look. There's a metal plaque half buried in the sand.
Yes.
What's it say?
Groin Restoration Fund.
Oh,
Time to meet the men from the ministry. We present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of our government service. Those men who are sometimes compared to tea bags. They always stick together when they get into hot water. This week we find the General Assistance Department dealing with the problem of London's traffic. Naturally, they're giving it cool, careful thought.
I've got it, one. Let's arm the traffic wardens. Then they can shoot the motorist on the spot instead of messing about with fines.
Yes, and what if they only want to give a warning? A flesh wound in the leg, I suppose.
That's it. Issue them all with snub-nosed automatics, and we'll soon have...
No, too. You've been seeing too many gangster films.
Oh, there is my other scheme.
Oh, not the one where they're tarred and feathered for parking on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah. The one I worked out for Earl's Court High Street.
Oh.
We put no U-turn and no right turn signs at the end of it, you see?
Yes, so drivers have to turn left into Oxford Avenue.
We make that a one-way street, then we slap double yellow lines all along so they'll have to keep going.
Yes, straight into the Earl's Court police car pound.
Exactly. Then they'll have to pay £2 to get out again, and that'll cover the cost of the scheme.
Yeah. You're not a motorist yourself, are you, too?
No. How did you know?
Oh, just a guess, just a guess.
Excuse me, Mr. Lennox Brown. I've just finished typing up that list of new traffic signs you worked out.
Ah, yes, thank you, Mildred. Yes, let me see now. Oh, my word, it's very neat, isn't it? Yes. Your typing's improving?
Oh, I think it's since I changed my nail polish. It's funny, really. The carbon copy hasn't got any mistakes either.
Oh, well done, Mildred.
Yeah, and I'm learning that new fast writing, too, where they shorten all the words. I'll soon be able to get a good job and so...
Good. There you go. Did she say you worked out some new traffic signs, then?
What? Oh, yes. Well, it's just a little idea of mine. You know. Look, I'll show you one.
Oh, good.
Now, here. You see, now, look. That's to cover an occasion when a road is up outside the school near a level crossing.
A silhouette of a workman driving a train with 2 children on his shovel. Very good.
Clever, eh?
Oh, I should say so. Well, you know, you've every right to look pleased with yourself.
Hello, Lennox Brown smirking. Speaking.
Pipkin here.
Oh, it's the permanent undersecretary. Fasten your shoelace. Hello, Sir Gregory. How very nice.
I've just been looking through your department's expenses for the last quarter. You're spending far too much. Now, there's one item here, £33 for red tape.
Ah, yes, we use a lot of it, Sir Gregory. I don't know, it seems to get knotted so easily.
It seems to what?
Get knotted, Sir Gregory.
Tape. Well, now look here. In future, I want all your expenditures into me for clearance. All bills, invoices, etc. I want to see them first. Till you start.
Yes, just as you say, Gregory.
For the next week, send them to my home address, my new home. I'll be spending most of my time at home getting the place straight, you know.
Ah, yes, of course. Your new house, Sir Gregory. Oh, my word, yes. I hope you'll find...
And while I'm on to you, there's another thing. Now, you're working for the Ministry of Transport, aren't you? Do you know Potter's Green?
Is he really, Sir Gregory?
Potter's Green. It's a suburb of London, man.
Oh, a suburb of...
There's a road widening scheme scheduled to go through, and there's been a hold-up on it.
A hold-up?
Yes. It seems the local preservation society are fighting the scheme. They say it threatens an historic old building. So get down there and sort it out.
Yes, certainly, Sir Gregory, yes.
And let's have none of your half-baked, stupid bungling this time. Don't muck it up like you usually do.
Oh, seemed a bit more pleasant than usual.
It's probably that house he bought last month. He's still very thrilled with it, I believe. Pitkin Towers, he calls it.
Yes, I know. It's a big old place. According to rumour, it even has a ghost.
A ghost? Isn't he frightened?
I expect he is. Sir Gregory can be quite fierce. Anyway, to order a minister car, will you? We've got to go out straight away.
Yes.
Potter's Green, you know.
Is he really? No, poor old...
Don't make stupid remarks. Too clear. Silly, that. Now, come along. Now, look, you can see the council architect, and I'll go along to the preservation people. Find out what it's all about.
How do you do, Mr. Lamb? I'm Crabshaw, council architect, and this is Mayor Trimble.
How do you do? Oh, how do you do?
That's enough, Trimble. Don't overwhelm him with your idle chatter. Now then, Mr. Lamb, there's something in my office that will interest you. I've got a model laid out on the table.
Oh, by Jove, I say.
So if you'll just come on through, I'll show you.
I can't wait.
Now, this is a model of the High Street.
Oh, I see.
Yes. And that's the building I want to knock down.
Yes, that one there, right in the middle of the road.
All right, I can tell him, Your Worship. Any road, local preservation society have been kicking up a fuss and causing me a great deal of inconvenience.
I see. Now, what exactly is that building in the middle of the road?
Well, it's a convenience.
I thought you said it was an inconvenience.
No. It's an inconvenient convenience. Public convenience is like.
Yes, I see what you mean, yes.
Yeah. And they're holding up my road widening plan by calling the thing an historic monument. They want to include it in the guided tours of the borough.
Yes. That's right. 2 and 6 a time. Or 2 and 7 if they want to see all of it.
Well, it seems to me they're holding up progress. I'm all for modernization, you know. I was one of the first to change to a ballpoint quill.
Well, I can say we've got a lot in common. You must stay for lunch in the council canteen.
It's roast beef today, Mr. Lim.
No, it's lamb, actually.
Oh, but the menu clearly says...
Aye. All right, Trimble, go and polish your cockade or something. You will stay then, Mr. Lamb.
Very kind of
What, you'll not get better lunch and meat fritters at the Ritz, I'm telling you.
Oh, how exciting. Thank you very much. Then I must hurry back to the office and report to my number one. He's seeing your opponent, Mrs. Livingston, the woman from the Preservation Society.
I'm not an unreasonable woman, Mr. Lennox Brown, but as president of the Potter's Green Preservation Society, I feel it is my duty to make a gesture. We must fight those councillors who want to pull down our old buildings.
Mind you, some of them are crumbling and rather dirty.
Then they shouldn't be on the council. We've had many successful campaigns in the past, Mr. Lennox Brown. There was the time they were going to tear down the slipper baths. We all marched in and had a sit-down demonstration. It caused quite a splash, I can tell you.
Well, what exactly are you objecting to at the moment, Mrs. Livingston?
The council wants to demolish a historic little boys' room in the High Street.
A little boys' room?
Yes, or a penny house, if you like. We consider it of great architectural and historic interest. Now, here, I have a picture postcard of it.
Oh, a picture postcard. Thank you.
It's part of our tourist attraction campaign.
Yes. Well, looking at this picture postcard, it certainly seems a very unusual little boy's penny, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
Yeah. I like the gargoyles and the stained glass window.
It was built under Queen Victoria, you know.
Remarkable.
John Betjeman got quite caught up in it.
I dare say the turnstiles have rusted a bit, yeah.
It would be a crime to pull down a place like this. It's full of historical associations. Gladstone, Disraeli, Kilroy.
He was there, was he?
Oh, yes. We have written proof. You know, our Mrs. Pilkington was going to protest by chaining herself to the railings outside.
Oh, was?
Yes. We haven't been able to free her from the railings outside the slipper baths yet. She makes such a thorough job of it, poor dear.
Yes. She obviously gets attached to these old buildings. Yes.
As I said, Mr. Lennox Brown, it's our duty to preserve this fine old building so that men may stand with their heads held high.
Yes, it's a very noble thought. Yes, well, Mrs. Livingston, we shall certainly take note of your objection before we make a final decision on the matter.
Thank you.
Yes, rest assured. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to the penny to the office.
Mildred, Mr. Lennox Brown back yet?
No, Mr. Lamb. Yeah, by the way, I've got a message for you. Do you remember that wiggly main road you found going right through London?
Oh, yes, the wide one. Did they convert it into 3 lanes, as I told them?
Well, they did try, but they say it's difficult painting white lines down the middle of the Thames.
I wondered why it was shaded blue on the map.
Oh, and the Ministry of Transport sent back that plan of yours for a Finchley flyover. They say they want an underpass instead.
Turn the plan upside down and send it back.
Hello.
Sue, well, you've raced me back from Potter's Green. Yes, I've been chatting with that preservation woman.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Livingston, I presume.
Any post, Mildred?
Yes, sir. There's one here marked OHMS.
OHMS? Ah, yes, well, it's just as I thought. It's the seed catalogue from the Orpington Hybrid Marigold Society.
And there's a picture postcard from Sir Gregory.
A picture postcard from Sir Gregory, but he's not on holiday.
No, it's a photograph of that new house of his. Oh, he's a proper swank.
Oh, yes, he's sending those picture postcards to everybody, you know. Notifying his change of address. Well, come on, come through to mine.
All right. Now, let's have a look at that postcard one. Oh, I say, rather an impressive building. Oh, and there's Lady Pitkin standing in the drive with her bulldog.
It's Tudor, you know.
Has it? It does look rather fierce.
The building, too.
Yes.
Well, here you are. You'd better keep that for your postcard collection.
Oh, thank you very much, Ron.
Come to think of it, I've got another postcard for you here.
Goody.
Mrs. Livingston insisted I have it. Wait a minute. There we are.
Oh, I say, this is my lucky day, isn't it? What's this?
Well, it's a picture of that convenience. Was all the argument about.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Well, what do you think ought to be done with it?
I'll take it home and stick it in my album.
The convenience, too. The convenience.
Oh, no, that would...
Yes. Well, are we going to have it demolished or aren't we? By the way, how did you get on with the council architect?
Oh, he's very go-ahead. Showed me the new sodium street lamps they've just installed in Potter's Green. I can tell you he made me see things in a different light.
Purple faces and green hands.
Then he showed me plans of the road widening. I think they'll have to demolish it's standing in the way of progress.
Yeah. Well, from what Mrs. Livingston said, it would cause a bit of an uproar to destroy it.
We've got to make a bold decision, draw up a plan of action, and stamp it top priority.
Yes, if you can find the stamp. Well, we haven't used that since we ordered the tulip bulbs for the window box. Oh, well, thank heavens it's Friday afternoon.
But surely we ought to take urgent steps.
Absolutely. Don't want to get caught in the rush hour.
It's only 2:30. You're not leaving?
Certainly am, too. Got an important engagement tonight. The vicar's organising a committee to improve the church roof. And I've agreed to sit on it.
But what about this thing in Potter's Green High Street? I promised we'd do something.
Yes, well, not to worry about it.
Yes, but
you do worry. No, don't. No. You carry on. No doubt I'll think of something. Have a nice weekend.
Oh, yes, but... oh, dear, he's gone. Really, he doesn't seem to care. He's not going to do anything about this problem.
Yes, I was on my way to the station, Mr. Schultz, when I passed your firm. I remembered hearing about you and thought you could settle a little problem for us.
Ah, well, you've come to the right place. We at Shift It Incorporated offer a service that's second to none.
Yes, splendid, yes. I understand you specialize in removing buildings from one spot to another.
That's right. You know Dagenham Castle?
Oh. Is there a castle at Dagenham?
Not now, no. We removed it stone by stone and set it up in Texas. 115 rooms.
My word. Good. Some Texas millionaire bought it, I suppose.
Correct. He wanted a tool shed for his back garden. Then there was Lord Dogsmuir's mansion. We were the firm who moved that.
To America, I suppose.
No. Just a couple of yards to the left. He wasn't getting proper reception on BBC Two.
See, yes. Well, this job that I have is on a rather smaller scale.
Yes?
Yes, it's a public convenience in Potter's Green High Street.
And you want it moved?
Yes, it's in the way of a development scheme, you know. But if we destroyed it, you see, there might be repercussions.
Sort of chain reaction, huh?
Yes, quite. But, you see, if the whole edifice could be moved to some other spot, well, everybody would be satisfied. Yes, I heard about your firm from old Bonzo Blessum at the club. You moved his country seat.
Blessum Hall. We shifted to California in giant crates. A real fast job, that one.
Yes, quite. A bit too fast, yes. If you find Lady Blessum, you'd like to have her back. To return to this building, I want moved. The sooner it's done, you see, the better.
Oh, sure. We could do it over the weekend. With a small removal like this, we'll be finished by Monday.
Oh, splendid. Well, you know how to find it, don't you? You just drive down the middle of the high street and you can't miss it. Yes. Well, now I must rush. I have a train to catch.
Well, I shall need a few more details.
Well, it's the 4:30 from Victoria, diesel locomotive, restaurant car.
No. I mean about the job.
The guard's got a thing. Oh, I see. The job, yes. Well, I tell you what now. If you want any more facts, give my office a ring. There's their number.
Thank you.
There'll be someone there for an hour or so.
worrying you, Mr. Lamb? You don't seem to have your mind on what you're doing.
Hey, what makes you say that?
Well, you've just signed 5 sheets of blotting paper and doodled all over them letters I typed.
Oh, dear. Yes, I am worried, Mildred. This Potter's Green business, it's an urgent problem, and Mr. Lennox Brown doesn't seem to care about it. He just went off and told me to carry on.
What, you mean he's giving you a free hand? Sort of carte blanche?
Sort of.
Then it's up to you to do something.
By Jove, you're right. It's time for me to tear aside the veil of false modesty and show what I'm made of. I must make a decision, that's what I must do. After all, it won't be the first time. I made one last year.
I remember.
Maybe it was the wrong decision, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, it didn't take them long to scrape all that plum jam off Nelson's column.
No, Mr. Lamb, and they soon got the underground running again.
And it's up to me to sort out this problem. I'll go along to a demolition contractors and get them to knock this down, this obstruction. I think that's the only answer.
Oh, you come over all masterful, Mr. Lamb.
Oh, have I? Yes, well, one never loses the habit of command, you know. I was once a house leader at Snushel's holiday camp. Yes, I'll do it immediately. Have the job done over the weekend, and then LB'll just have to accept it. Fait accompli.
Yeah, and it'll be done and finished.
I know just the firm, the O'Haggerty Demolition Company. It was their chaps who tore down our local pub.
Fancy.
The landlord was pretty upset, mind you, but of course it was St. Patrick's night. Right, you look after the office, Mildred. I'll just have time to catch them before they close. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. I really must do a bit of typing. That's enough work for this afternoon. Now, where's me nail varnish? General Assistance Department, this is Mildred Merton, to whom you are speaking.
This is Schultz of Shifted, Inc.
Do what?
Your Mr. Lennox Brown has just been here. Gave us a little job to do for your department.
Oh, that's nice.
You know all the facts, do you?
Me? Oh, yeah, I've known him for years. You can say what you like.
Great. Well, he was in a hurry, so I'd better check the details with you. Who's paying for this job?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? Yeah, I used to know an American. Yank, his name was. You know him?
I'm afraid not. But about this job, who's paying for it?
Well, if it's for us, you better make the bill out to the General Assistance Department.
Fine, just fine. Now, where do you want us to send the thing?
Oh, yes. Now, Sir Gregory wants all these things sent to him at his home address. Would you send it to Pitkin Towers, Little Grissington, Hertz, please?
Pitkin Towers. Right. Well, so long, and don't forget Shifted Inc., the firm with go, go, go.
Go, go, go? Oh, he's gone. The funny man. Wonder what he's on about. It's a pity Mr. Lamb wasn't here.
So you see, Mr.
O'Haggerty, sir.
Yes.
Of O'Haggerty's Demolition Company.
Quite, yes. So you see...
Limited.
Of course. So you see...
Branches everywhere.
Yes, I'm sure they do. Now, about this building, I want it demolished rather quickly, if possible over the weekend.
Oh, it'll be a devil of a job to get the lads out over the weekend, Mr. Lamb.
Oh,
They'd
dear.
like to go to church, you see. And then on to the pub.
They thirst after righteousness.
You might put it that way, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But there's nothing that'll get them to work over the weekend. Nothing.
We'll pay double time.
Except double time. It's the glib tongue you have, Mr. Lamb.
Then you'll do it.
That we will. I'll drink to it. Will you have a drop of the hard stuff with me?
No, thank you, no. Unless you have a little rhubarb wine or some...
No, I'm afraid not. You don't mind if I...
No.
Purely medicinal, you understand?
Oh, of course.
I drink it to cure me hangovers.
Yes.
Good stuff. Death to the cowardly English. Bless them.
Yes, cheers.
Now then, what's this building you want knocking down?
Well, it's how can I describe it? It's a building, you see, and it's in the way of a scheme of ours.
Where and what is it?
Now you're asking me. Well, that's to say... this is embarrassing. I know I've got a picture postcard of it somewhere in my pocket. There you are.
Let's see. Yes, here's the address underneath here. I shouldn't have any trouble once we get Sean on the bulldozer.
Okay.
I'll drink to that.
Well, I am pleased you can do this job over the weekend.
You leave it to us, Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
I've got all the details on this postcard. I'll drink to that.
Splendid. My word, I can hardly wait to see LB's face when I tell him on Monday. Morning, Mildred.
Morning, Mr. Lamb. Have a nice weekend?
Yes, thank you. I took the local scout troop to teach them map reading.
Oh, that's lovely. Where did you go?
I don't actually know. We got lost. Wandered around for hours. Eventually, we had to send up smoke signals for help.
Gee, what happened?
The policeman came and told us off for lighting a fire in Battersea Park.
Morning, Tour.
Morning, Mum. Did you have a pleasant weekend?
Oh, yes, thank you. A bit of excitement. The golf club on Saturday.
Oh, did you try out those new socks?
Yes, very comfortable. But listen, I got a hole in one.
Oh, dear, never any good buying cheap socks. How about the vicar and the church roof?
Well, not too sure about the vicar's judgment, you see. He's proposing a new plan for raising money, the modern way, as he calls it.
And what's that?
Well, he wants to appeal to the gamblers, the bingo people.
Yeah.
Now, his idea is that everyone buys a ticket as they go into church, and whoever's holding the bag when the organ stops keeps the collection.
I'll bring in the tea, sir. Oh, by the way, Mr. Lamb, some Irishman phoned.
Oh, really?
No, O'Haggerty. He said they finished that job you wanted doing in a hurry.
Job? Or what job do?
Let me put it this way, one. The Potter's Green matter has been cleared up.
Oh, my word, you heard. Have you? Yes, I arranged for the public convenience to be moved over the weekend.
I thought moved? I arranged for it to be knocked down over the weekend.
Oh, well, don't talk nonsense, Stu. I mean, how could it be knocked down when it wasn't there?
Yes,
well, I checked with this American firm on the way in this morning. There was a message that they completed the required move.
But that's impossible. I gave O'Haggerty clear instructions. I left him that postcard Mrs. Livingston gave you. So they'd know the address, you see. Look, it's here in my pocket.
If it's there in your pocket, how could you have given it to him?
What? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I gave them a postcard to show them the place I wanted knocked down. After all, the only other postcard I had was... Oh, dear. Oh, I don't feel very well.
Yes, well, I'm not surprised, too.
Here we are, lovely cuppa.
Yes, well, you better make it strong, Mildred. Mr. Lamb has had a demolition gang knock down Sir Gregory's new house.
Oh, he'll never forgive me. I'm finished. Wait till he finds out who did it. I'm doomed.
Yeah, well, steady, too, steady. You can always plead temporary insanity. Even permanent insanity, come to think of it.
You know what he's like.
Yes, well, if you'd left this to me, it wouldn't have happened, would it? You see? No, I had the convenience carefully moved to... Anyway, that's a point. I didn't actually tell them where to put it.
Put what?
Oh, for Potter's Green toilets, Mildred. Wait a minute, I remember now. I told this American chap you'd supply any details I might have forgotten.
He'll murder me.
Oh, that's American.
Huh?
Well, I didn't tell him where to put any toilet. I only told him where to send the bill. I think.
He was asking about the bill?
Well, that's what I thought. I told him to send it to Sir Gregory's home address.
Get the brandy from the first aid cupboard, will you? We've not only knocked down Sir Gregory's new house, we've had a Victorian public loo put in its place.
He'll go mad. He'll... He might even... The mind...
It's all your fault.
No, bother. It's all mine.
Well, what's this? Can't you keep order in your own office limits, Brad?
Sir Gregory. Yes. Gregory. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Gregory.
I'll go and make some tea again.
What's the matter with Lamb? Why is he trying to get under the carpet?
Oh, he is checking for dust.
For dust?
Yes. Very conscientious.
Really?
Very conscientious. Mind you, he often makes mistakes when I'm not here, you know. Will make decisions on his own, you know. I imagine you had quite a hectic weekend, Sir Gregory, did you?
No. Very peaceful.
The house all right, was it?
Oh, yes. Magnificent. Yes, last time I saw it, the sun was shining through the gable windows, making the fine oak paneling glow with an inner life, as it were. Really superb.
Oh, thank heavens for that.
That was last Friday morning, of course. Yes, we've been away for the weekend. Shooting, you know. I like to shoot, and I'm getting quite accurate.
Oh, thank you.
Just a moment, Sir Greg. You haven't been home, then, since the weekend?
No. I thought I'd pop in here as I came through town and get my gun license renewed. And then I'm off home.
Oh, dear. Yes. Are you very attached to your new house, Sir Gregory?
Oh, yes. So close to town, you see. Yes, I expect to find it a great convenience.
Quite so.
Yes, very spacious, too, you know. Lots of handy little places to put the rolls. Property values going up all the time, you know. Yes, we shall soon see the writing on the wall.
You have to tell him what I can't stand it.
Excuse me, Sir Gregory. Lady Pitkins on the phone.
Huh?
She wants to speak to you urgently.
Oh. Probably ringing from the new home.
Probably ringing.
She went on ahead, you know.
Yes,
I'll take it in the outer office. Do excuse me, lady.
Yes, we'll excuse.
What are we going to do, One?
That's a good question, too.
What? They've gone what?
I think our luck's run out.
Yes. Perhaps we should do the same.
Yes.
Pass them the hat and coat, will you?
There you are. Oh, thank heavens there's a fire escape. Off you, One.
Yes. I know a little tea shop where we can lie low while we think out who to blame for it. Come on.
Yes, I feel like a buttered muffin.
Yes.
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley and John Graham. The programme was written by Johnnie Mortimer, Brian Cooke and Edward Taylor and produced by Edward Taylor.